The way The Last of Us Season 2 treated its female characters is embarrassing, and it's time we talked about it. I really did not want to keep ranting about this show. I've already done it too many times, but I cannot stop thinking about all of the tropes and regressive ideas about women that come through in female characters that season 2 leaned into, and how upsetting that was to see as someone who enjoyed the games, particularly for their wonderfully complex and nuanced female characters, which we don't get to see a lot in this genre in particular. I'm just gonna come out and say it, like, the portrayal of Ellie in this show, and specifically the way that they changed the character from the games, is misogynistic. It's like, it's really patriarchal and shitty. And like, I'm not saying that it's like outright offensive, but like, it's misogyny that is leading to this. And I feel like this is something that I'm seeing a lot more and more in media, is like this need to like humble women, like keep them grounded, keep them believable. I feel like this is applicable to the live action Lilo and Stitch and the choices they made about Nani in that movie as well. You know, that's like, oh, well, would this girl really be capable of this? No, she'd probably be flustered. She probably would want her own life. She'd probably have more selfishness. And it's like, that's not the fucking story, dude. Why is it that when we're telling fantasy stories with aliens and infected zombie monsters in them, it's always got to be that, well, the woman's ability isn't really, believable. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's the whole issue. That's my whole problem with the Star Wars conversation, too. It's like, anytime anyone calls Rey Mary Sue, I'm like, they're fucking space wizards. Why is this only a problem when it's women? Why is the hardest thing for anyone in the world to believe is that a woman is fucking competent at something? And so that's what's frustrating to me about this portrayal of Ellie, because in the games, like, literally Craig Mazin just said, it's in an interview, in a post interview about like the most recent episode, that like he's excited for the Abby season because Abby is different from Ellie in that Abby is highly competent. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm not trying to specifically attack Craig Mazin here. I know that showrunners get a lot of shit, and I think that this is a collaborative problem, but Abby is competent. And the infantilization of Ellie throughout this entire season is one of the most frustrating things to me, because I don't know why it's always got to be that, I feel like they thought they were doing something special here. Like, oh yeah, you're the first person to infantilize and trivialize a female character. Good job. It's fucking nuanced as hell. I don't know why they thought that these changes, maybe they made it more realistic because women, they wanted to incorporate more stereotypical, traditional, like, female character traits like tenderness and kindness and being emotional. But like, making Ellie basically do everything by accident and then immediately start crying as she's doing it is like just wildly offensive to me as someone who really, really resonated with the characterization of Ellie in the game, because as an oldest daughter that has complicated relationships with both my parents, it's bullshit to me that stoicism is considered like largely a masculine trait, because I think a lot of women carry stoicism with them because society conditions us that we cannot be emotional. If we are emotional, then we are being hyper feminine and problematic and a burden onto society. So we can't ever express our emotions. And I think that specific kind of stoicism that applies to a lot of women is something that I found lovely, wonderfully relatable about Ellie in the video game. And here it's like I'm watching a child. And I think that this applies to Ellie and Dina's relationship as well. Like, I think that it plays into like misogynistic patriarchal ideas about like specifically like women who love women, like queer women. I think that it's specifically kind of, they're portrayed as like childlike, almost like this is their first like queer experience, and they don't really know what they're doing, and they don't really, have a strong grasp on how they feel about each other or themselves, versus the game where Dina and Ellie were committed to each other. Like, they would have died for each other. Like, they illustrated a relationship that was clearly built on mutual respect and love, and honesty about that. Like, they knew how they felt about each other. And I just feel like it's so reductive and like diminishing to change that kind of like strong, confident lesbian relationship to this like baby's first queer experience, like flirtation, where I don't know what the fuck is going on with them from one minute to the next. And they just both seem so young. Like, they did not seem this young in the game, and the infantilization of women is bullshit, dude. Like, I just feel like it ties into this idea that women are stupider and less capable because they also made Ellie inexplicably like unintelligent. Like, textually. Like, literally, they're like, oh yeah, you're stupid, because every single line in this show is them explicitly explaining something about a character or a plot detail. There is no nuance or subtlety whatsoever. So they literally spell it out for us that Ellie is pretty dumb. Like, I don't understand why women, it's the most unbelievable thing in the world to people. Like, you can have a story with the most insane fantasy elements ever, but you put a competent woman in there and people are like, who would believe this? You know? And I think that it's really dumb that writers, showrunners, creatives, whatever, think that they're doing something nuanced and special by creating a female character that plays into the oldest fucking stereotypes about women about all time. Because, I don't know, it's a reaction to what? Like, the rise of the criticism of Mary Sue's? Like, it's unfathomably stupid. Oh, and then don't forget, next season is supposed to be Abby's season. And listen, all love to fucking Caitlin Dever. She's so talented. But, like, you line up all this other misogyny, and then you add on to the fact that they took the one character that defies conventional beauty standards and has a different body type and cast her as the beautiful, tiny Caitlin Dever. Like, I'm just, what? So much of this conversation around this show is like criticism around stupid stuff, I understand, but like, this is so blatant. I feel like people have been coddling this show so much that they're just letting them get away with just the most bullshit upon bullshit in the way that they're representing female characters.